A very good morning, students. Welcome to the today's virtual class. So let us start the session. Today we are discussing the topic on annuity and introductory session. So here we are going to learn in detail about the concept of annuity. Okay. So when it comes to annuity, before moving to any other things, it is first and foremost we have to know the meaning of annuity. What does annuity means, right? So, annuity is derived from the Latin word which means annual payment of a fixed amount. So, annual payment of fixed amount means you are going to make a payment uh, of a specified sum of money for a fixed period. Okay, so here in other words, we can also say annuity means a fixed periodical payment for a specified period of time. That means fixed period, fixed payment you are going to make on a regular specified period of time. See, in simple, annuity means a periodical payment of a fixed amount made at a regular interval. So you're going to make a payment on a regular interval basis. Okay, so I am trying to simplify it further so that I have mentioned one more line here. Fixed amount of money that is paid to somebody each year, usually for the rest of his or her lifetime. See, why we're going to make a regular payment to for a specified period of time is to get a benefit after that after the completion of that specified time period. Okay, so here we're going to make a fixed amount of money will be paid to somebody each year, usually for the rest of his or her life. See, here payment can be happen yearly wise, half yearly, quarterly, monthly, or any other periods. Okay, best example we can take to understand this concept is premium on LIC insurance. See, LIC insurance premium, how we will going to make a payment is monthly wise we're going to pay some premium amount, okay, based on the period of policy. Say for example, I have purchased a LIC policy um, for 2 years. Okay, so payment has to be done every month. So monthly once I have to pay some 3000 rupees. Okay, so up to 2 years I have to pay. Okay, for 1 year we have 12 months. 12 into 3 it is 36,000 I'll going to pay at the end of that particular year. If it comes to 2 years it will be 72,000. So 72,000 is my total total money I'll going to receive after a specified period of time. Okay, so how much payment I'm making every month is 3000. Okay, this 3000 is termed as annuity. Okay, so I'm repeating once again the meaning. See, if you are making any payment for that means the payment will be a fixed money will going to pay for a specified time period. That money will be termed as annuity. Okay, even we can consider the example of recurring deposit, your EPF, that is employee provident fund. So employee provident fund means every month we're going to pay some amount. After retirement we can withdraw that money, or whenever needed we can withdraw, right? So recurring deposit, what we will going to do, we're going to pay some amount every month. So after that time period, after the maturity period, we're going to receive the lump sum amount. Okay, see, it is not only an investment, not only investment, it can also be borrowing also. Okay, that means the loan borrowed, if you are borrowing any loan to buy your buy a bike or a car, so what usually you will do is you will going to deposit some money. Okay, initial deposit, then afterwards you have to pay and installments for a specified time period, right? So this installment is termed as an annuity in case of borrowing. Okay, this is all about the meaning. Okay, next we'll move on to the important terminologies in the concept of annuity. See, here we have four different terminologies: annotator, annuitant, present value, and future value. Present value and knowing meaning of present and future value is very important. Before moving to that, it is most important to know who is an annotator and who is a annuitant. See, annotator means the person who is making a payment under annuity. Okay, if it is LIC, if you are buying any LIC policy, premium will be paid by you people, so that you will become annotator. Annuitant means the person who is receiving the payment. So it may be an agent. That's why I have mentioned here an individual who is entitled to collect the regular payment of an annuity. That means it may be a person or it may be any institutions, okay, which will be entitled to collect the regular payment of an annuity. Annotator means the person who is making a payment. Annuitant means the person who is receiving a payment. Okay, then present value and future value. See, present value means the lump sum consideration against which annuities are granted. A lump sum consideration is whatever the money you will going to receive, okay, after the completion of a certain time period, that will be termed as a lump sum consideration. See, based on this lump sum consideration, they will going to split your monthly payments. That will be annuity, right? So here present value means whatever the monthly payments or yearly payments you are making to get the benefit at last, that means to get the benefit after certain time period, that will be termed as a present value. See, in simple, present value means the sum that must be invested, be invested now to guarantee a desired payment in future. See, whatever investment we are making at present to get the benefit in a future time period, that is termed as a present value. That means whatever the premium you are paying, or whatever the money you are paying to your fixed deposit, or whatever the money you are paying to your provident fund account, all this will be your investment to get a future benefit. That is termed as a present value. Then we'll move on to the next thing, that is future value. Future value means the lump sum amount which is recoverable after a certain maturity period. See, once you made an investment, after expiry of a certain time period or after expiry of a maturity period, you will going to receive some lump sum amount. Okay, that will be termed as either accumulated amount or a future value. Okay, so in simple, future value is the total money which will be achieved over a time. See, whatever the benefit you are getting through your investment, that is your future value. That means whatever the money you are receiving at the end of a maturity. Earlier I have given example of LIC premium. 3,000 I paid every month. At the end of 2 years I can able to receive 72,000, right? This 72,000 is a future value. Whatever 3,000 I am investing, that is the present value. Okay, hope you can able to understand present value as well as a future value. Okay, we'll move on to the next thing, that is the types of annuity. See, annuity has been broadly classified into three types on the basis of continuity of payment. Under that again we have a subclassification: annuity certain, annuity certain, contingent annuity, and perpetual annuity. On the basis of enforcement we have annuity immediate, deferred annuity. On the basis of time of payment, we have annuity due. Here, the two important types of annuities is annuity immediate and annuity due. Why? Because we are working out the sums on these two things, annuity immediate and annuity due. So what is this annuity immediate and what is annuity due? In the next slide, I'm going to explain about annuity immediate. I am taking this first, okay? So we're going to discuss in detail about annuity immediate. Then we'll move on to the annuity due. In this slide, I'm majorly focusing on immediate annuity. So let us understand the meaning of annuity immediate. The annuity immediate is the payment which is enforced immediately is called immediate annuity. Yeah, payment which is enforced immediately. What it means? So I'll tell you. That means whatever the payment you are making, that will be paid at the end of each period. Okay, so under annuity immediate, you are going to make a payment at the end of each period, so that what will going to happen is, so as you are making a payment at the end of each period, you can able to receive the interest before accumulate the payment. You can able to receive the interest before accumulate the payment. Okay, see, for to explain this concept, I'm taking an example of mortgage payments. Mortgage, in the sense, if you are pledging any property or any jewelries, what you are going to do is you have to make some payments, either monthly wise, right? So if you are making a payment, if you are paying it at the end of each period, what this person will do, the mortgager, he is going to impose interest on it before your payment. Okay, that is annuity immediate. So annuity immediate is you are going to make a payment at the end of each period. Okay, interest will be accumulated before the payment. I can take an example of bonds or a certificate of deposits. So here, if you are making a payment at the end of each period, before making payment, you can able to receive the benefit in the form of interest. That is annuity immediate. Okay, we have a formula to calculate this annuity immediate. That is A is equal to, so this is the formula we have to calculate annuity immediate. Here A stands for amount of an annuity immediate. Small letter A is payment per period, I is rate of interest, and N is number of years. Here it is very important to know the difference between the capital letter A and the small letter a. See, capital letter A stands for the lump sum money what you are going to receive at the end of the specified time period. That means whatever the benefit you are receiving for your investment, that will be amount of an annuity. Small letter A will stands for the installment, whatever investment you are making now, that is your the small letter A will stands for. And when it comes to I is a rate of interest. Usually in other topics what we have discussed earlier, interest we are taking in we are representing interest as R, right? R stands for rate of interest, but here we have I. So I means I is equal to R by 100. So okay, here if it is R, we are taking up rate of interest directly. If it is 5%, we are taking 5% as it is, right? So if we have I means we have to take 5 by 100. So that is 0.05. The simplified version of the rate of interest. We are going to simplify it further and we are going to take it. Okay, so we have to take it as 0.05, not 5% exactly. Okay, so we'll move on to the next slide. So here what I'm did is To make you people understand the concept better, I have divided the sums into three different cases. Okay, so based on the cases, we're going to solve the sums. So under annuity immediate, I have divided the sums into three different cases. The first one is calculation of amount of annuity. Secondly, calculation of payment per period, that is the installment amount. And thirdly, present value of annuity. The first two cases is deals with the same formula. Okay, we are using the same formula what I have mentioned in the previous slide. That same formula we are using for first and second cases, but when it comes to the third case, we have a new formula, or we are using another formula to calculate the present value of an annuity. Okay, um, so what I'll do is, first I'm going to take up with sums based on calculation of amount of annuity. See, I'm going to share one more slide with you people, one more video with you people, where it contains the practical part of this concept. Okay, practical part of the concept will be in the next video. Okay, so where I'm going to teach you about the calculation of amount of an annuity. Okay, don't confuse with this. First two cases will be solved with the same formula. Third cases, we are using a new formula to calculate the present value of annuity. So in the next slide, in the next video, I'm going to work out the sums based on the first case. Okay, hope you can able to understand the concept annuity. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day. So wait for a next video. Thank you.